It was a really full programme. It was very well executed. We did a number of store visits where we were welcomed to the various stores. Members of staff were made available to take small groups around and show us the different departments within the supermarket or the department store. It was really interesting for me to see the pork section in a couple of the supermarkets, primarily because a number of our products, our confectionery products, contain pork gelatin. That was a very interesting aspect. They had Meet the Buyer events, which were very useful. There was a networking reception in, I can't remember the name of the venue, but a very high tower with fabulous views over the city, but a real good opportunity to meet with people. And they also arranged a tour of the Emirates flight catering facility, which was endlessly fascinating, quite well executed and informative. And you could see a number of people were very interested in becoming a supplier to the airline. No, actually, as a result of the trip, I came home and we decided to change the ingredient mix in a number of our products. We sell jelly sweets that previously had contained pork gelatin, and we've now switched to a mix that contains halal-approved beef gelatin. And that was as a direct result of the information gained from the trade mission. So we had signed up, Creme had signed up to Passport for Export, and as part of the scheme, my international trade advisor had let me know the mission was taking place and would we be interested. We signed up, quite enthusiastic. I did an amount of research beforehand and contacted as many potential customers as I was able, and gave them an overview of our product range, so that when we got it out there in the region, when we went on the store visits, there were a number of people sort of queuing, trying to get the buyer's attention. And I was able to go over and say, hi, I'm Laura from Creme, I sent you the Happy Jackson range. And they already knew me, they already recognized the product set I was offering. So, you know, that was very useful for me, and a couple of them immediately said, yes, I like it, or I've got some questions for you, and I'd prepped myself quite well, and it had really paid off for me when we actually got there. The execution of the visits, the Meet the Buyer, the networking events, it was absolutely fabulous, and I would say that sentiment would be echoed by a number of the other participants, because when they dropped us off on the last day at the actual show, after we'd been to one of the supermarkets, everyone got off the coach at the side of the road and people queued up on the dusty roadside in the blaring heat to shake Ali's hand and thank him, because he'd done an absolutely sterling job. So it was really well done by the BCB. Within a week of returning to the UK, I had orders in my inbox from 2 of the supermarket chains that I'd met in the region, which was just absolutely fabulous news for us. I was also slightly surprised at the speed in which that had turned itself around, because, you know, that perhaps wouldn't happen so quickly in the UK. That was, you know, fabulous news. And we carried on working some of the other leads that and contacts that I had established. And later in the year, we landed a contract to supply Emirates Airlines with an item that they gave out to all of their first class passengers over the festive period. So all in all, the mission brought me 3 excellent customers with whom we're doing ongoing business, and that's been fabulous. I'm hoping to go back again in February. Now that we have adapted our product mix and changed some of the ingredients, removed the pork or any alcohol-based ingredients, I'm hoping to go back and secure business with perhaps some of the other supermarket chains or some of the other potential customers in the region. I would say the trade mission is really worthwhile, but do your homework beforehand. Find out who the contacts are that you want to be in touch with. Send them a selection of your product or information so that when you get there, you've already warmed those leads up, because that really paid dividends for me. So go on the mission and use everything that they've got to offer you, but don't rely on them to spoon feed you. You absolutely need to be as proactive as possible, and it really will, you'll reap the benefits.